Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed with our meeting, let's start with the prayer.
Okay, let us pray. Almighty God, we thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for our life, Lord. We ask, Lord, for your blessings to be with us and bless us also, Lord. Bless our family that we are representing. In Jesus' name, amen.
Madam Box Secretary, please acknowledge the presence of the attendees.
These are the attendees of today's private conference, headed by our BAC Chairperson, Sir Arlondon G. Barbero, the BAC Vice Chairperson, Sir Arnel N. Brillantes, the BAC Member for all types of procurement, Sir Heinrich B. Kaganay, the BAC Member for all types of procurement, Sir J.R.B. Torrel, the BAC Member for construction projects, Sir Jason Hendricks N. Labben. From goods and services, we have Ms. Diane Grace B. Galinato, the OIC Head of Procurement Unit, Ma'am Melody Johnsky Javier. From the Technical Working Group, we have Sir Emmanuel Picoleado and Sir Edwin C. Galinato. We have 5 BAC members who are present today, so we have the quorum, sir.
Considering that we are now in Marco Road, I will now call this credit conference for the procurement of 10 infrastructure projects and 1 goods to order. Again, good morning everyone. Welcome to the credit conference proper. Okay, first to discuss is the procurement of goods. Contract data, contract ID number 23 GPA 0003, contract name, supply and delivery of various survey equipment, DPWS-ABRA-ILOCOS, Rizal Street, Zone 7, BANGUED, ABRA. Approved budget for the contract, 54 million pesos. Source of fund, AL 2023. Delivery time, 30 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Engineer Medley, we discussed the technical eligibility, technical and financial documents.
So we have section 25, submission and receipt of bids. Bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the forms specified in the bidding documents in 2 separate sealed bid envelopes or 2 password-protected bidding documents in compressed archive folders in case of electronic bid submission, and which shall be submitted simultaneously. The first shall contain the technical component of the bid, including the eligibility requirements under section 23.1 of the revised IRR, and the second shall contain the financial component of the bid. The first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents. We have the PhilJet certificate of registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. All bidders shall upload and maintain the PhilJet a current and updated file of the following Class A eligibility documents under sections 23.1A. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all the expired Class A eligibility documents have been updated. We have also the registration certificate from the SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, for sole proprietorship, or the CDA for cooperatives. We have also the mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality, where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for executive economic zones or areas. A recently expired mayor's or business permit together with the official receipt as proof that the prospective bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit shall be accepted by the PhilHeps for the purpose of updating the PhilHeps certificate registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. We have also the tax clearance for Executive Order number 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR. We have also the statement of all ongoing governments and private contracts, the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. We have also the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC. The bidder must have completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and post value adjusted to current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority or the PSA consumer price indices must be 50% of the ABC. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of the final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor. In case of contractors with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. We have also the bid security in prescribed form, amount, and validity period. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security in an amount not less than the required percentage of the ABC in accordance with the following schedule. We have also the technical specifications, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales service parts if applicable. Then the omnibus statement in accordance with section 25.3 of the revised IRR. And we have also the NFCC computation. The computation of the bidder's NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid, calculated as follows. We have the NFCC is equal to the current assets minus the current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. The values of the domestic bidder's current assets and the current liabilities shall be based on the latest completed financial statement submitted to the BIR. Then, in case of the joint venture agreement or the duly notarized statement in accordance with section 23.1b of the IRR, if applicable, for goods valid joint venture agreement, in case the joint venture is already in existence, in the absence of the JPA, duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid, stating that they will enter into and able to by the provisions of the JPA in the event that the bid is successful. Failure to enter into a joint venture in the event of a contract award shall be ground for the forfeiture of the bid security. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective PhilHeps certificates of registration in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. The submission of the technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitutes compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. Then we have also the second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents, the duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, duly signed and accomplished prices schedule. Notwithstanding the eligibility of the bidder, the procuring entity concerned reserves the right to review the qualifications of the bidder at any stage of the procurement process if the procuring entity has reasonable grounds to be believed that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder, or that there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. Should such review uncover any misrepresentation made in the eligibility requirements, statements, or documents, or any changes in the situation of the bidder which will affect the capability of the bidder to undertake the project so that it fills the eligibility criteria. The procuring entity shall consider the said bidder as ineligible and shall disqualify it from obtaining an award or contract in accordance with rules 21, 22, and 23 of the revised IRA.
Thank you, Engineer Mercury. May I call upon Engineer Manuel Collado to discuss the technical specification of the various survey equipment.
The technical of the unmanned vehicle with LiDAR attachment. Description. UAV drone which is made interior LiDAR, light detection and timing sensor. The LiDAR sensor uses laser forces to compute distances, take precise measurements and measure weights. It is correct data that can be used to make detailed 3D models for a variety of applications. Aerial drone. Aerial drone with a speed of 60 kph. Light endurance 50 minutes minimum. With wind tolerance and endurance 50 kph minimum. Controller screen size 5.5 inches. Screen resolution 1920 by 1080 minimum. Range 8 km. Battery life 2 hours. LiDAR attachment. Number of returns 5 minutes 5. Range 380% reflectivity. Accuracy 15 mm or more accurate. Points. Point rate 100,000 points per second. Laser safety +1. Field and data processing laptop. Operating system Windows 11 or its latest edition. Processor 11 Gen Intel Core i7. RAM 16 GB. Video card RTX 3060 or better. Display 15.6 inches. Storage 1 terabyte SSD. Post-processing software, license attached, point cloud generation, mesh generation, export to AutoCAD or any equivalent software. Accessories, GNS-based control, manufacturer standard spare parts, 4 extra batteries and multi-slot battery charger. Battery safety bag, 1 64 GB plus drive, 1 terabyte external hard drive, and user's manual. Another one, unmanned surface vehicle multi-beam. Unmanned surface vehicle is a remotely operated boat or water vehicle equipped with GNSS for positioning and multi-beam echo sounder, which is capable of receiving several separate beams and used to find programmable surfaces like futures such as sediment, reeds, rock, outcrops, shipwrecks, and undersea cables on the seafloor, and to precisely map the bottom. Sounding range 28 to 75 MB. Echo sounder beam type Swaswi 140 degrees. Post-processing software capability, then data collection, onboard data logging, route, planning, and simulation data collection and BM generation. Sounding accuracy 2.0 cm, 2.1% of depth. Number of propeller to unit to minimum. Operating system, support Windows and Android system. Communication mode, RF or UXF. Windows systems, 50 minimum. With resistance, 0.5 meters minimum. Speed, 8 km minimum. Controller, manufacturer's controller. Control range, 2000 meter. Operating out 4 hours. Net weight, 15 kilogram. Maneuver, full manual and automatic. Safety and emergency capability, obstacle avoidance, converter for low signal and low battery. Accessories, 1 set extra battery for both battery charger, and NMEA cable compatible to the GNS or equivalent. It's also laptop, data cutting laptop, same as from the UAV and accessories. That's all for UAV and USB equipment.
Thank you, General Elman, for the presentation of the technical specification of the various survey equipment. At this point, Engineer Mendy will now discuss the procurement timelines and other information on the supply and delivery of various survey equipment.
Okay. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on January 30 to February 19, 2024 at the Office of the Procurement Unit and upon payment of applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the DPP. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement Service System of the Philippines and the DPWH website, www.dpwh.gov.ph, provided that the bidders shall pay the non-refundable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of the bids, which must be duly received by the Bank Secretariat through manual submission or at electronic bids abra@dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before 10 a.m. on February 19, 2024. Late bids shall not be accepted. Only authorized liaison officer with a presentation of his or her ID duly issued by its company and special power of attorney shall be allowed to submit or draft bidding documents. Bid opening shall be at 2:00 p.m. on February 19, 2024 at the conference room of the procurement unit. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-or-fail criterion or as specified in the implementing rules and regulations (IRR) of the Republic Act RA 1984, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. The back of the DPWH and the DEO reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared a failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 1984 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Interested bidders may obtain further information from the Office of the Procurement Bureau, Department of Public Works and Highways, Apparatus Engineering Office, Results Street, Zone 7, Bangued.
Thank you, Tineg. I think that's all from the private conference of the supply and delivery of various survey equipment. Now let's proceed with the private conference of the 10 infrastructure projects. The contract to be bid are as follows. Number 1, name of contract, construction, improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones, roads leveraging linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program or NORTE. Poblacion TUBO to QUIRINO road connecting Poblacion TUBO to QUIRINO, Ilocos, in support to the loomweaving industry. Contract ID number is 24PA0083. Location TUBO ABRA. Scope of works, construction, improvement of access roads. Approved budget for the contract, 9,799,315 pesos and 23 centavos. Contract duration, 50 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents, ₱10,000. Prospective bidders should be registered with and classified with pickup license category of size range medium A, license category B. The description of an Indian bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Annex 2-1.1B, Section 2 and 3 of bidding documents. Next project, name of contract, construction, improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations, tourism road infrastructure program, or TRIP, ALIMUSGAN-BAI-CAGANAYN road leading to KAPARKAN Falls. Contract ID 24PA0084. Locations, TINEG, ABRA. Scope of works, construction improvement of access roads. Approved budget for the contract, 29,399,736 pesos and 84 centavos. Contract duration, 106 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category of size range small b, license category C and D. Next project, name of contract, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall. Contract ID number 24PA0085. Location, Barangay SAPPAAC, Bangued, Abra. Scope of work, construction of 8x9 two-story Barangay Hall. Approved budget for the contract, 4,949,877 pesos and 42 centavos. Contract duration, 148 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category of size range small b, license category C and D. Next project, name of contract, organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, network development program of CARRIAGEWAY, improvement tertiary roads. Contract ID number 24PA0086. Locations, Apply Ilocos Norte Road, 416+510 to 416+530. K0420+600 to K0420+900. K0421+100 to 422+000. Scope of work of CARRIAGEWAY improvement. Approved budget for the contract, 50,681,056 pesos and 38 centavos. Contract duration, 76 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category of size range, small B, license category C and D. Next project, name of contract. Construction, improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones, roads, regulating linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program, all road it. Alawa to Lapat, Barangay Road in support of coffee industry. Contract ID number 24PA0087. Locations, TINEG ABRA, scope of works, construction, improvement of access roads. Approved budget for the contract, 14,699,450 pesos and 50 centavos. In contract duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license, category of size range small B, license category C and D. Next project, construction improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic roads, roads regulating linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program or ROAD. Santo Tomas Luba, road connecting Santo Tomas Managong to Luba in support to processed food, loomweaving, and furniture industries. Contract ID number 24PA0088. Locations, Luba and Managong Abra. Scope of works, construction, improvement of access roads. Approved budget for the contract, 14,699,503 pesos and 10 centavos. Contract duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category of size range small B, license category C and D. For the next project, construction, completion of multipurpose building, covered court. Contract ID number 24PA0089. Locations, Barangay Banyakaw, Bangued, Abra. Scope of works, construction of 18 by 33 structural steel covered court with stage. Approved budget for the contract, 2,969,862 pesos and 69 centavos. Contract duration, 213 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category of size range small B, license category C and D. For the next project, name of contract, organizational outcome, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset integration program, rehabilitation and construction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide along tertiary roads. Contract ID number 24PA0090. Locations, IMPROVEMENT Norte Road, K0448 plus 267, K0448 plus 281, K0448 plus 443 to K0448 plus 452, K0450 plus 207 to K0450 plus 212, K0416 plus 982 to K0416 plus 100, K0423 plus 1008 to K0423 plus 1030, K0424 plus 120 to K0424 plus 145, and K0430 plus 080 to K0430 plus 086. Scope of works, rehabilitation, the construction of 0.077 kilometer road slope protection using structural measures. Approved budget for the contract, 6,552,191 pesos to 38 centavos. Contract duration, 39 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category size range small B, license category C and D. Next project, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall. Contract ID number 2048-0091. Locations, Barangay Timanapa, Dolores Abra. Scope of works, construction of 8x9 two-story Barangay Hall. Approved budget for the contract, 4,949,803 pesos and 5 centavos. Contract duration, 148 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license, particular size range small b, license category C and D. So for the last project, construction of multi-purpose building, contract ID number 2048-0092. Locations, Barangay POBLACION, Nagangilang Abra. Scope of works, construction of 8x9 two-story Barangay Hall. Approved budget for the contract, 4,949,894 pesos and 20 centavos. Contract duration, 148 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with pickup license category or size range small b, license category C and D. If that's the contract data background of the 10 infrastructure projects. Now let's proceed to the eligibility, technical and financial documents, and procurement timelines and other information to be discussed by Engineer Benji.
So with the procurement of infrastructure projects under section 25 of the ROADS-ABRA, submission and receipt of bids. Bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the forms specified in the bidding documents in 2 separate sealed bid envelopes or 2 password-protected bidding documents in compressed archive folders in case of electronic bid submission, and which shall be submitted simultaneously. The first shall contain the technical component of the bid, including eligibility requirements under section 23.1 of the revised IRR, and the second shall contain the financial component of the bid. So the first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents: the Philippine certificate of registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5 of the revised IRR. All bidders shall upload the maintain Philippines apparent and updated file the following class A eligibility documents under section 23.1B. The failure of the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated class A eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of validity of its certificate until such time that all the expired class A eligibility documents have been updated. We have also the registration certificate from SEC, the Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or CPA for cooperatives, then the mayor's or business permit issued by the principal place of the business of the respective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas, a recently expired mayor's permit or business permit together with the official receipt of the proof that the prospective bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit shall be accepted by the Philippines for the purpose of updating the Philippines of certificate of registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. Then we have also the tax clearance per Executive Order 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Then the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. The bidder must have completed an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using the PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid, provided, however, that the contractor under small A and small B categories without similar experience in the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of the contract cost or the ARCC of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the bidder. We have also the statement of bidder's single largest completed contract The bidder must have completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices used in the Philippine Statistics Authority consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC. The SLCC shall be supported by an order certificate of 5 acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor or the final rating of at least satisfactory in the contractor's performance evaluation system or the CPS. In case the contracts with the private sector and equivalent document shall be submitted. We have also the pickup license and registration. In case of procurement of infrastructure projects, a valid Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or the pickup license or the special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. We have also the basic security in prescribed form, amount of validity failure. The bidder shall submit in bid security declaration or any form of bid security in an amount not less than the required percentage of ABC in accordance with the following schedule. We have the cash and cashier manager's check issued by Universal or Commercial Bank, a bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by the Universal or Commercial Bank provided, however, that it shall be confirmed and authenticated by the Universal or Commercial Bank issued by a foreign bank. We have an amount of bid security and less than the required percentage of ABC of 2%. Then a surety bond callable upon demand issued by surety or insurance company duly certified by an insurance company commission as authorized to issue such security and the amount of bid security not less than the required percentage of ABC of 5%. Then we have also the project requirements which shall include the following: the organizational chart of the contract to be bid, list of contractors personnel, example, the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned by the contract to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Then the list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor of the duration of the project as the case may be. Then we have the omnibus term statement in accordance with section 25.3 of the revised IFR. We have also the NFCC computation. Then we have the updated financial statement and the joint venture duly authorized statement in accordance with section 23.1b of the IRR if applicable. And the second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents. We have here the financial bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimates including a summary sheet including the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid and the cash flow by quarter. Notwithstanding the eligibility of the bidder, the procuring entity concerned reserves the right to review the qualifications of the bidder at any stage of the procurement process if the procuring entity has reasonable grounds to believe that the misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder, or that there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. Should such review uncover the misrepresentation made in the eligibility requirements, statements, or documents, or any changes in the situation of the bidder which will affect the capability of the bidder to undertake the project so that it fails the eligibility criteria, the procuring entity shall consider the sub-bidder as ineligible and shall disqualify it from obtaining an award or contract in accordance with rules 21, 22, and 23 of the revised IFR.
Thank you, Engineer Najib. We are now done with the presentation of the agenda of the Executive Conference on the procurement of 10 infra projects and 1 goods. Anyone have any other matters to take or announcement?
For our next schedule, today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we will have the opening of bids for the following projects. with contract ID number 24PA0075, 24PA0076, 24PA0077, 24PA0035, and 24PA0073. And for tomorrow, we have again a private conference for the following project with contract ID number 24PA0093 and 24PA0094.
Thank you. Any other matters to take? There being no other matters to be discussed, thank you for your presence. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.
Cutting and then